Hi folks, Sandro here with more Cartoon News and Shenanigans, and today I got some great news for you guys, especially if you're a fan of Mike Judge. Oh yeah, he's coming back with another cartoon here. This man has a studio. He's churning these cartoons out like no tomorrow, and we're going to talk about a new cartoon that's coming up here called Best Buds. And if you guys don't know who Mike Judge is, maybe you just never heard the name before, this is the gentleman who created King of the Hill and Beavis and Butthead. So if you grew up in the 90s, like I did, I'm a 93 baby. I was born in 1993. I grew up with shows like this and South Park. Oh yeah, and also Daria, the sort of spin-off of Beavis and Butthead too. Which also, weirdly enough, Daria, so Beavis and Butthead was the original show. Then Daria was a spin-off, and then we're getting a new spin-off of Daria called Jody. Do you guys remember Daria's black friend named Jody? She's getting her own show. I don't know why, but somebody thought she could hold her own show, so guess she's getting one now. But yeah, I did not think that she could hold her own show, but if they're going to do it, they're going to do it. Whatever. If anything, they should have did a spin-off of King of the Hill where we just got like, I don't know, Boom Howard. I think in the last episode of King of the Hill, it's revealed that like Boom Howard was actually an FBI agent, or he was like a CIA agent or something like that. It would have been cooler to get like a spin-off of like Boom Howard doing like cop stuff. But whatever. Jody gets one. There you go. So let's go into this. Oh, by the way, it's going to be on Peacock. So here we go. Mike Judge, Greg Daniels, Mike Judge, Greg Daniels Nest, new animated comedy, Best Buds at Peacock. So we're going to be getting this brand new cartoon, going to be called Best Buds. And we do have a synopsis. Down here. I'm going to talk about it in a second. Very short article, too, by Animation Magazine. The dream team behind double Emmy award-winning sitcom King of the Hill. Great show here. Mike Judge and Greg Daniels. So we got both of them. We don't just have Mike Judge. We have the whole package here. Are developing a new animated comedy for NBC Universal streamer Peacock under their new Bandera Entertainment banner. So this is what they call. They own their own little sort of studio here. Called Bandera Entertainment, and they have a couple of cartoons. There's a couple, you see them down here. We're gonna read through those. And produced by Universal Television, the show is titled Best Buds and is created by writers Katie Delaney, which she's I don't know if it's a guy or a girl. Katie sounds like a girl name, but this person right here worked on Rick and Morty, which is always a great credential to have in your resume. And Caleb Huron, which worked on Human Resources. I'm not a fan of Big Mouth. I'm not a fan of Human Resources, which is kind of like a weird. I talked about it before. I think it's a spin-off of Big Mouth. I don't know. Focusing on the monsters, right? I want nothing to do with Big Mouth. I could not care for this Caleb person. But maybe they're a good writer. I don't know. Maybe it's the other writers that are the Big Mouth, right? Because I don't know, I just don't like the style. Like Big Mouth is a very grotesque show. I really hope it isn't this individual that brings the grotesqueness. And so the project, if it hatches to series, and you know these days animation is getting chop. Now this is on Peacock. This is on the more universal end here. This is not on the HBO Max end of the spectrum, where David Zaslav has been conducting the choppening, as I like to call it. So yeah, this will probably get made. I think so. And that's great. That's a great thing. It's great to see that we're actually getting some shows, whereas over on other such streaming services, they're letting a lot go. In fact, even Netflix, I always, I'm always ragging on HBO Max, but also Netflix, a while back, they cut a bunch of shows too. None of them are coming to my. They did cut some animation, and some of it was really garbage too. what was that one? Anti-Racist Baby. I'm grateful that that garbage got cut. But yeah, there was a good handful of what was that? Midnight Gospel. That's what I couldn't think of it. Okay, there we go. Midnight Gospel. That was a fan favorite one. I personally saw the first episode. It was a very trippy show. I could never get into it. And I know, but I do know it was a fan favorite show for sure. Very cult following there. That show over at Netflix also got axed. So yeah, not just not just HBO Max is doing a choppening, but it's a real bloodbath over at HBO Max because they have a lot of debt to pay off. And let's keep going here, folks. So here's the plot. Okay. Sorry. The project, if it hatches to series, will be the streamer's first adult animation. So this is going to be an adult animation, which is pretty awesome here. So really, that's it. I've never had Peacock. I have never heard of a single person, even in my Discord. Let me know who the hell has Peacock. Who has the cock? Okay. Who the hell has the cock? Let me know in the description down below if anybody does anybody have Peacock? Like I just I don't want to be an asshole. I don't want to be facetious here, but seriously, does anyone actually have Peacock? I've not come across a person that came up to me and said, yeah, Sandro, I actually have Peacock. Everybody tells me they have HBO Max, Netflix, or Disney Plus, Hulu, here and there. Just never really hear one. And Amazon Prime, everybody just has it because, the free delivery on Amazon. That doesn't count. Well, I guess it kind of does because they are a streaming service. But no. Peacock is just in this weird corner where it's it's there, but I just don't see anyone going there. So maybe this could be the big draw. They haven't. This is just so unusual. I didn't even know this. They just don't have an adult animated title. That's bizarre. Even Tubi, my God, even Tubi has the Freak Brothers. And I talked about this video not so long ago. Let me just go find it here. It's called Breaking Bear. Breaking Bear, yeah. So if you guys want to go watch that video, I talk about this new adult cartoon coming to Tubi, which it's called Breaking Bad. Sorry. Hold on. Let me go in so you guys can see the thumbnail a little bit closer here. They have a bag of cocaine there. Off the top of your head, you'd think it'd be about Breaking Bad. It's called Breaking Bear. It's literally called Breaking Bear. You think it would be like a parody of Breaking Bad. Apparently, this is going to be a show directly inspired by The Sopranos and Yogi Bear. I don't know why, but even Tubi is kind of beating them over here with the adult animation. So this is their first foray into the adult animation scene. I wish them well. I love adult animation. South Park is one of the greatest shows ever made, in my opinion. And we are seeing a bit of a renaissance right now in adult animation. We're seeing things like, I don't even know, would you consider Futurama? Some people would. I don't know. Maybe not under Disney, but no, hold on. Futurama is going to Hulu, and Hulu is where a lot of the more adult stuff like Solar Opposites is. So, yeah, maybe you could consider Futurama more in the adult area for sure. But yeah, we're getting a lot, even Beavis and Butthead, speaking of Mike Judge, Beavis and Butthead just had Beavis and Butthead Do America and the movie. And so that was, we're just getting nonstop. I literally just did a video today where I talked about how Aqua Teen Hunger Force is actually coming back for another movie. And we're just getting nonstop. It's nonstop action here, folks. Nonstop action when it comes to the adult animated scene. And when I say nonstop action, it's really sad because we're getting a lot of adult animated cartoons, but we're not getting any action cartoons. Thank God Cape Crusader. Cape Crusader is surviving. It just won't be releasing on HBO Max. So I did a video on that. You guys could go watch it. So that's very good because I was scared. Cape Crusader was one of the more highly anticipated shows coming to HBO Max. It's no longer going to be on HBO Max, but it's still happening, which is magnificent. So that's amazing. Anyways, let's finish up. So the first adult animated title here, here's the plot. Okay, I'm so sorry. We're 10 minutes in and I only got to the plot just I just ramble. I'm sorry, okay? Best Buds centers on Calvin, who works in the titular flower shop owned by his family. Okay. So he's going to be working in a flower shop. Very unusual. You don't see this very often. The crown jewel of the local strip mall. So I had to look this up. Strip mall. I thought it was like I thought a strip mall was just like a smaller version of a mall. It's actually not. So it's one of these. Strip mall. It's one of these like little like situations here where you have like a bunch of like businesses, like there's Subway and whatever. You just have like a chain of like a bunch of stuff like this in a row. This is what is called the strip mall. Feels, this could feel more like Bob's Burgers, where like Bob is in between a couple other businesses there. Bob's Burgers. Let's see if we can find. Hold on. Bob's Burgers building. Let's see if that comes up. Yeah, aren't they? Don't they have like neighbors here? Like, yeah. And Jimmy Pesto is like across the street. Yeah, Mort lives there, Mort works there at the funeral home there. I don't know who the other one is though. For lease. So yeah, Paul Risers. Yeah, so this isn't necessarily a strip mall, but it's just a bunch of buildings in a row, which is very so. Imagine this, but instead of a burger shop, there could be multiple businesses there, and they're going to be working in a flower shop. So that's going to be the plot of this one, Best Buds. So there we go. And when his best friend Evelyn comes back to town after dropping out of grad school, he gets her a job. Okay, so this is why it's probably called Best Buds, right? Maybe there could be a romantic love interest here because this is like a friend that is a girl. And maybe the reason the show is called Best Buds is because they desperately want to become like in a relationship, but something always blocks them from doing it. It's kind of like Futurama, Fry and Leela. They just can never get together, So we might have a situation like this where instead of becoming, life partners, a married couple, they just always say best buds instead of girlfriend and boyfriend. So that's just my theory, just going off of, we barely have anything to work with here, folks. I'm trying to spice it up for you, all right? So there we go. Possible love interest thing going on here. I don't know. He gets her a job at the store, and they begin the daunting task of bringing Best Buds out of its 1980s rut and into the new millennium. Which is pretty interesting because Mike Judge just did Beavis and Butthead, and in the movie Beavis and Butthead Do the Universe, they actually do a whole space movie where Beavis and Butthead go through a wormhole. They go through a dark hole or a black hole or something, and they end up in the future. So it's like Mike Judge literally doing another project where we go from they went from 1998 to 2020. So it's basically the same thing. We're doing another project where we're taking a world from basically the 80s or the 90s and we're bringing it into modern day. I do look forward to it. I hope it has good animation. King of the Hill and Beavis and Butthead definitely have a certain distinct style to them where you could be like, yeah, that's Mike Judge right there. So I hope it has some great animation like those cartoons, maybe even better than King of the Hill. Like King of the Hill and Beavis and Butthead, they have like the new reboot for Beavis and Butthead looks fantastic. But even still, I'd like a little bit higher dose of animation quality if possible. So yeah, that's basically it. Then we get some voice. Is this voice cast here, I think? And yeah, I think I went over everything. So coming to Peacock. Unfortunately, we don't have a picture. So what the hell am I going to do for the thumbnail? I have no clue. I guess I'll just wing it. I guess I'll just like put I don't even know. Just put a question mark and I have no clue what the thumbnail is going to be, but hopefully you guys enjoyed the video and I'll see you guys in the next one. Let me know if you have Peacock. Seriously, I've never heard anyone say they have it. Let me know in the description down below. Let me know, are you guys hyped for this one? Do you like maybe you don't even like Mike Judge. Do you not like Mike Judge? I don't know. Let me know down in the comments below. Please like the video. Please share the video. And why not? Oh, you also have to subscribe to the video. I almost forgot one there. Yeah. Also subscribe. And why not watch an advertisement for your boy Sandro? Oh, I screwed up the whole ending. Okay, let's do it again. Please like the video, share the video, subscribe, and why not watch an ad for your boy Sandro? There we go. I did it. Peace out. Bye-bye.